Hello and welcome to this SuiteHub course for NetSuite developers titled Change Management in NetSuite with the SuiteCloud Development Framework. My name is Eric Grubaugh. I have been a SuiteScript developer, architect, manager, and coach since 2012, and I am super excited to be your instructor for this course. So excited that we're just jumping right in. Very quickly at the top, in today's lesson, we're going to talk about what the SuiteCloud Development Framework is, why NetSuite developers should consider using it, and then we'll do an overview of the rest of the course. All right. So to get started with, what is the SuiteCloud Development Framework? First of all, we're going to abbreviate it SDF from now on. SDF is NetSuite's official toolset framework for managing and deploying customizations and suite apps to your NetSuite accounts. It gives us SuiteScript developers several tools for change management in our customizations. We can organize them, track them, and deploy them to our NetSuite accounts or our clients' NetSuite accounts. It gives us project scaffolding, a sensible default structure for organizing our custom objects and our source files. And then that scaffolding is adaptable to the needs of an individual project or team or account. It gives us validation, dependency management, and deployment of those customizations. It gives us file cabinet management, so we can upload files, download files, share files from a NetSuite account's file cabinet. It transforms our custom objects into their XML definitions, so we can create, download, manipulate our custom objects in a text format instead of in the UI. Now, all of those features I just mentioned are packaged up into a command line interface, which means we can perform all of these operations without using the NetSuite UI at all. All of these features taken together confer numerous benefits on SuiteScript developers. So first, because all of our source files and our custom objects are now represented as text files, they are portable. They can be uploaded to servers. They can be shared with teammates or with stakeholders. And perhaps most importantly, they can be version controlled with a system like Git, which has significant implications for your SuiteScript operations, as you can enable and introduce some really modern and robust software development practices into your day-to-day SuiteScript operations. Having this text representation enables faster and simpler collaboration, and it enables us to maintain multiple versions of our customizations. We can track their history over time as they change. We could always do these things with our source files. They were already text. But now we can extend those capabilities to our custom objects as well using SDF. Next, because SDF projects consist entirely of these text representations, the projects themselves are also highly portable. SDF makes it incredibly simple to pull the customizations down from one account and push them up to another, making it exceptionally fast to keep your customizations in sync across multiple NetSuite accounts. Perhaps you have development, sandbox, production accounts. SDF makes it very fast, very easy to sync customizations across all of those accounts. Lastly, because all of these functions are performed from the command line, they become more consistent and they become highly repeatable for developers. If everyone is running the same commands on the same files, they're going to get the same results. There is little to no risk of mistakes and oversights that can come when we are manually making changes in the UI. SDF checks that our object definitions and our source files are valid and that all the required dependencies are met before it will deploy. So teams are going to see smoother and faster deployments with fewer failures when they're employing SDF. In this course, we will go through all of these SDF features. We'll explain how they work, and we'll tie them together into sensible and practical workflows to streamline your NetSuite deployment operations. We'll also look at some of the drawbacks and the shortcomings of SDF, as it's definitely not a perfect system. And then we will wrap up with some next steps and some resources for you to continue learning and applying your knowledge. Due up first, in lesson number 2, we will explain the core concepts of SDF. We will install SDF on our local machine, and we will explore the structure and the configuration of an SDF project by actually creating one. But that will do it for our course introduction. I want to thank you so much for checking out SweetHub and this course, and I can't wait to see you in the next lesson. Thanks.